Root Partnerships is a professional consulting practice, and we offer advisory and project management services to both government and the private sector, primarily focused on building and infrastructure projects. I had been running the business for 25 years. I was the founder of the business. We'd been very successful. We'd grown to 100 employees and we had a national footprint. I'd reached the point where I was 64 years old, and the two things that were on my mind were the company was ready for its next phase of growth, but that growth would require quite a lot of investment. And the second thing that was on my mind is I'd reached a point personally where I wanted to extract some of the capital that I'd created in the business to ensure financial security for my family. What impresses me most about Anacacia is their genuine commitment to partnership. I found that in our negotiations prior to a transaction, that Anacacia listened, were ready to find workarounds for the issues that inevitably come up in that type of discussion. And I believed that at the end of that process, both Anacacia and my business, Root Partnerships, had a deal that was benefiting both companies. What I've also found since we became partners, that Anacacia's approach to partnership is one of how can we help? What sort of support do you need? But also, and probably most importantly, Anacacia is prepared to put perspectives to me as the managing director that I may not otherwise have seen. So I found it to be a fantastically productive relationship. The COVID-19 crisis is, for us, like almost everyone in this economy, a really challenging time. We've seen a reduction in our revenues, particularly in sectors that we service that have been hard hit by the crisis, including aviation and tertiary education. We've developed a rigorous plan that's looked at cutting costs across the business, but also finding new sources of revenue. We've put that plan in place, and we've put it in place whilst harnessing the full support of our staff, our board, our clients, and our service providers. And we're now about 6 weeks into the implementation of that plan. Our outcomes are aligning with the plan. We're starting to see the other side of the crisis, and we're very much looking forward to the second half of FY21, where we think we'll be back to where we were. We're a full service project management business, so we provide advisory and project management services to owners and investors in property assets. So we provide everything from concept and feasibility studies all the way through to the management of design and the management of construction. And we offer that across a wide range of sectors: transport infrastructure, industrial infrastructure, social infrastructure, private sector investment in both residential and commercial developments. So our door's always open. We're more than happy to discuss any opportunity with a potential client. If you're talking to Anacacia about a potential investment, there's a number of things I'd suggest you do. The first is think deeply about where you want to be in 5 to 10 years' time. But the second is, beyond just thinking deeply about where you want to be, prepare for a discussion. That is, look at and document what you personally and commercially are wanting to achieve and what other key people in your business are wanting to achieve. Be ready to discuss that in detail and be ready to negotiate both rigorously and in good faith. And if you approach it that way, you will find in Anacacia a potential partner who will reflect your own good faith in their approach to the negotiation. And if you ultimately do a deal with Anacacia, you'll find them to be phenomenally supportive partners.